As the king of the sky, the sea eagle is really awesome for not being afraid of anyone. The eagle is awesome. He tried his best to catch up with the attacker and used his smart brain to give the attacker a heavy blow. Please note that a wild, silly eagle was found. Welcome to Cryptic Creature. Press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. If you know him, please tag him. The spring breeze does not pass the rain gate, and the Buddha does not save the Iron Fool. Let's take a look at today's protagonist, the sea eagle. He is the king of the Galapagos Island and also the prototype of Tesla. The domineering armor, sharp claws, and cold expression all show that he is definitely not a vegetarian. Well, being a vegetarian is also a personal preference, and no one has the right to interfere. But then again, we just eat seaweed. Is it necessary to grow like this? Although the fierce-looking sea eagle feeds on seaweed in the shallow sea, it is a cold-blooded animal that breathes with lungs. Not only does it need to bask in the sun to maintain its body temperature, but it also has to swim to the surface of the sea from time to time to breathe while eating grass. Therefore, the daily life of Hailexi is to bask in the sun on the shore for a while. Then he can't do it anymore. He is starving to death. Go to the sea to eat for a while. Then he can't do it anymore. He is suffocating to death. Go to the surface of the sea to take a few breaths. Then he can't do it anymore. He is freezing to death. A true land-sea animal. Perhaps Hailex's existence is to make up for the regret that there are no lizards in the sea. Fortunately, his sharp claws not only allow him to resist the waves while eating grass, but also allow him to hold on to the rock wall firmly during the frequent sea and shore processes to ensure that there is no risk. Faced with ridicule, the protagonist, who is 1 in a million, is very angry, and a bloody duel is inevitable. However, Hailexi is very polite, nodding and bowing first, then smiling with a smile on his face and starting the fight. Even when the fight enters the white-hot stage, Hailexi does not forget to apologize to each other with a silly smile. As it is known that Hailexi has successfully escaped from the circle, the winner wins and continues to apologize to the loser with a simple smile, and the other party also forgives him. Sure enough, there is no love without fighting, and the wise do not fall in love. Adult shampooing and massage. Who would have thought that the sloppy-looking Hailexi is actually a germaphobe? Hailexi usually uses snot to expel excess salt powder from his body, and in order to prevent the snot from dirtying his face, he chooses to spray it directly. He is very angry. This one should have a cold. It tastes good. Don't waste it. This one needs to be redone urgently. After waking up the snot, Hailexi, who was not full, made a new discovery. Luzi would bring back seaweed from the sea to lay the nest, and this is the delicacy that Hailexi had to fight for his life to eat a few bites, based on the principle of not wasting food. So, compared to such irritability and stinginess, the fierce-looking Hailexi is very stable in his emotions. He not only allows crabs to get on and off him at will, but also generously lets them eat dead skin. Even when other lizards crawl on his head to catch flies, he doesn't care. This kind of Hailexi, who is proud on the surface, arrogant on the inside, looks fierce and irritable, but is actually emotionally stable, looks rude and sloppy, but loves cleanliness and politeness, and even doesn't pay attention to the sense of ceremony when fighting.